realization become your identity. Don't spend the rest of your life waiting. You don't need them to admit anything for it to be true. You don't need their validation for your reality to be real.
Okay,
You don't need their apology for your healing to be complete.
Yes. You are one of the most beautiful specimens I have ever seen. And the last thing I want to do is start a fight with New York. I have my allegiance, and you need to know where that allegiance rests. Drop the title. And you have my word, I will look the other way.
Before they apologized for disturbing it. It just makes them late to a party you've already left. So what do you do now?
Could I stop
It's
you?
not you forward from this moment.
Long story.
Do you accept the apology? Do you let them back in?
I was a member of
Do
the
you
10th
give second
Mountain,
chances
part
to
of a
people
forward
who
unit
give
working
you
for the
first
Northern
dance of
Alliance.
feelings? That's entirely up to you. And there's no answer.
You want to hear this?
This is not worth rebuilding. People
You were
genuinely
advancing on Mazar-i Sharif. You got ambushed by the Taliban heading the other way, and they were in flatbed trucks decked out with CU-23s, modified anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, really big fucking guns. Our Humvee exploded, went over a cliff right into the Hari. You know how hard it is to drown in Afghanistan? It's hard. It's one giant goddamn desert. Anyway, I was clear. When I came to the Humvee was upside down in the river. I swam out to see if anyone survived. I pulled the body back to shore. And I did that 7 more times. By the time I called in Tanner with SART, I was done. When I came home, I don't know, I bought a bike, spent a couple of years on the road, just moving from place to place. Yeah. Okay, so by the time I finally settled down, I got a job at a bike shop run by this old guy named Jack. And he ran me up. Brett, that's what we call him. He patched me in himself.
He was a person that was in
724.
24/7/365.
Some of them will just find a new target, a new person to tear down. And that's not your responsibility, not your mission, not your concern anymore. Here's what I want you to understand, really understand, down in your bones. This moment, this vindication, this realization, spreading through their group chat like wildfire. It's not about revenge. It's not about rubbing it in their face. It's not about making them feel as bad as they make you feel. It's about something much deeper, much more powerful, much more permanent. It's about the universe confirming what you already knew. It's about reality backing up your instincts. It's about truth finally having its day in court after being silenced, dismissed, mocked for far too long. You didn't need to fight to prove yourself right. You just had to survive long enough for the truth to prove itself. You didn't need to scream to be heard. You just needed to stand firm in your knowing and let time do the screaming. You didn't need revenge because living well, living honestly, living authentically became the best revenge without you even trying. And now, you get to make a choice. You get to decide who you become after this. Do you become bitter? Do you become someone who holds on to this vindication like a trophy, showing it off at every opportunity, reminding everyone who was wrong about you? Or do you become better? Do you take this moment, acknowledge it, feel it, and then release it? Do you use this as fuel to keep rising, keep growing, keep becoming someone so aligned with truth that moments like this become expected, not exceptional? The people who hurt you are hoping you become bitter. They're hoping you hold on to the pain, the anger, the resentment. Because as long as you're stuck in the past, you're not surging.
Another dyke that won't shut up.
Giving them that satisfaction. You're taking this vindication, extracting the lesson, honoring the growth, and moving forward lighter, wiser, freer than ever before. Because here's the thing they still don't understand, might never understand. You didn't survive what they put you through just to prove a point. You survived because you're built different. You endured because your foundation is solid, rooted in truth, unshakable even when everything around you was trembling. You stayed true to yourself when it would have been easier to conform, to stay silent, to play along. You chose integrity over belonging, honesty over approval, authenticity over acceptance. And that's rare. That's powerful. That's why you're still standing while their narratives are crumbling. That's why you're thriving while they're scrambling. That's why someone in their group chat had to find to suffer. But because that's how growth happens. That's how people learn. That's how karma works. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to prove anything. The truth is proving itself. Has been proving itself. Will continue proving itself long after this moment passes. Your only job is to keep being you. Keep being honest. Keep being real. Keep being someone who values truth over comfort, integrity over popularity, authenticity over image. Keep being the person who would rather walk alone in truth than run with a crowd in lies. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, you'll realize something beautiful. You'll realize that this moment, this vindication, this group chat confession, it barely registers anymore. Not because it wasn't significant, but because you've moved so far beyond caring what they think, what they believe, what they finally admit. You'll be so deeply rooted in your own truth, so secure in your own story, so at peace with your own journey, that their opinions, their apologies, their realizations won't even touch you anymore. You'll hear they were right about everything and think, I know, I always knew, and I didn't need you to confirm it. Their validation is irrelevant, but we're not quite there yet, are we? Right now, you're in the eye of the storm. Right now, the group chat is imploding. Right now, people are choosing sides, rewriting histories, crafting new narratives to explain away the old ones. Right now, your name is being spoken in hushed tones, with regret, with guilt, with fear. And you know what? You're allowed to watch. You're allowed to know. You're allowed to see the chaos unfold from a safe distance. You earned that front row seat through every moment they made you doubt yourself, every time they gaslit you into questioning your reality, every second they spent tearing you down, pretending to care about you. This isn't about being petty, hurting good people. You didn't cause this, they did. You didn't create this mess, they did. You're just the one who warned them it was coming. And here's what's really eating them alive right now. What's keeping them up at night. What's making them spiral in that group chat even as we speak. It's not just that you were right. It's that you were right, and you walked away anyway. You didn't need to be proven right to leave. You didn't need them to admit the truth to move on. You didn't need vindication to choose yourself. You saw what you saw, knew what you knew, and made the decision to prioritize your peace over their acceptance. You left before the proof came. You walked before the evidence arrived. You chose yourself before the vindication showed up. And that's the part that haunts them. Because it means you didn't need them. It means you were strong enough to trust yourself, even when everyone around you was calling you wrong. It means you had the courage to stand alone in your truth, instead of sitting comfortable in their lies. That's power they don't have. That's strength they can't comprehend. That's freedom they're not brave enough to claim. So let's bring this full circle, shall we? Let's land this plane built, the version of reality they needed you to be the villain in. It all collapsed. And they're left standing in the rubble, covered in the dust of their own deception, forced to face the truth they spent so long avoiding. You were right about the person you warned them about the situation you predicted, about the patterns you pointed out, about the lies you exposed, about the toxicity you identified, about everything. You were right, they were wrong, and now they have to live with that. Now they have to face themselves in the mirror and reconcile the person they thought they were with the person they actually became. Now they have to sit with the knowledge that they hurt someone who only ever told them the truth. And you get to stand tall, stand firm, stand proud in the knowing that you never compromised your truth for their comfort. You never betrayed yourself to belong to them. You never dimmed your light to make their darkness feel less threatening. You stayed true, stayed honest, stayed real, even when it cost you friendships, community, belonging. Hello, my dear masterminds. They swore it was airtight. A system sealed behind curtains, stitched together with lies, buried under silence. Their secret operation wasn't just a plan. It was their safety net, their pride, their fortress. And yet somehow you cracked it. Not with noise, not with desperation, but with patience sharpened into precision. You weren't supposed to see it. You weren't supposed to survive long enough to notice. But destiny doesn't play by their rules. Every whisper you endured, every shadow you walked through, every betrayal you swallowed became the map that led you straight into their hidden chamber. And the moment you stepped in, their confidence fractured. Because the ghost they mocked had just cracked the code they built their empire on. They didn't expect you to find it. But now, the entire operation is fading under your silence. They guarded it like treasure, locked behind layers of deception, disguised with illusions meant to keep you wandering in circles. Their entire operation was stitched together with arrogance, convinced no one could ever crack the pattern. But they underestimated the one thing you carried that their systems couldn't measure: ghost intelligence. You weren't chasing their secrets. You let their secrets chase you. Every lie they told, every fake smile, every rumor they planted became breadcrumbs. And you collected them all until the path lit itself. That's why they never saw you coming. They thought their codes were perfect, their masks unshakable, their fortress eternal. And then you cracked it. Not with noise, but with silence, so sharp it cut through their illusions. Now the truth leaks through the cracks like smoke, and they're choking on the secrecy they swore would protect them. The moment you cracked it, everything shifted. Their confidence drained, their voices broke, their movements lost rhythm, because secrecy was their armor, and you just tore it open in front of everyone. They never expected the outcast to decipher their patterns, never imagined the ghost they mocked would be the one to reveal the skeleton key. Now they scramble, patching leaks, rewriting scripts, begging shadows to hide them again. But it's too late. Once truth escapes, it doesn't crawl back into cages. Their panic isn't just about exposure, it's about control. They realized the very foundation of their empire was weaker than the silence you carried. And every scar you wear is proof that their secret wasn't unbreakable. It was fragile, waiting for the right storm. You were that storm. And now the world watches them unravel in real time, terrified of the eyes that saw what wasn't meant to be seen. They spent years designing it, every detail hidden, every layer disguised, every flaw covered with illusion. Their operation wasn't just a plan, it was their blueprint for power. And then you shattered it, piece by piece, You laid bare the structure they thought was invisible. You didn't just find cracks. You turned the entire map inside out, and now everyone can see it. That's what terrifies them most. Exposure doesn't just destroy secrecy, it destroys reputation. Because the world now knows their empire wasn't brilliance, it was fraud wrapped in shadows. And the more people look, the clearer the weakness becomes. That's why they never expected you to be the one, because ghosts aren't supposed to leave fingerprints, but you didn't leave evidence. You left revelation. And once a secret is revealed, it doesn't matter how much they scream, how much they deny. The blueprint remains etched into memory forever. They designed their world to thrive in darkness. Their power depended on shadows, on whispers, on the illusion that no one could ever shine a light inside their operation. But that illusion shattered the moment you stepped in. You didn't need a floodlight. You carried silence sharp enough to slice the veil open. And once the crack appeared, the spotlight poured in. That's why they fear you now. Not because you fight like them, but because you don't. You don't play their games. You don't worship their rule book. You don't bend under their threats. You move with a patience that terrifies the loud, with a calm that dismantles chaos. And when you revealed what was never supposed to be seen, the shadows betrayed them. Now the whole world stares at their secret, while the spotlight clings to you. The one ghost they never thought could scorch darkness alive. They thought secrecy was protection, but secrecy is also a prison. Every wall they built to keep you out also locked them in. Every code they wrote to hide their schemes became chains around their own necks. And the moment you cracked their system, those chains pulled tighter. That's the cruel twist. They weren't just hiding from you, they were hiding from the world. And now the walls are transparent, the doors wide open, the mask ripped clean. Their own operation betrayed them, turning into the trap they never expected. And you didn't break in with noise. You waited, you studied. You let their arrogance do the heavy lifting. Ghost intelligence doesn't need to smash walls. It waits for the walls to crumble under their own weight. That's why they're panicking, because the trap they designed for you is now swallowing them whole. It wasn't when you walked in. It wasn't when the cracks appeared. It was when silence fell. The kind of silence that screams louder than alarms. That's when they realized you'd already seen too much. Their operation wasn't secret anymore. It was naked. And the ghost they mocked was now holding the blueprint in his hands. That moment broke them, because exposure isn't just about truth. It's about inevitability. They knew then that their empire wasn't collapsing tomorrow. It was collapsing now. You didn't need to raise your voice. Didn't need to make threats. The revelation was enough, because once the lie is revealed, it devours itself. And they could feel it. Their power wasn't slipping, it was shattering. All because the one they dismissed cracked the code they swore unbreakable. That's when the fear set in. Not fear of what you'd do next, but fear of what was already done. Look at them now. Scrambling, denying, pointing fingers at shadows. But denial can't rebuild a fallen empire. Their secret operation wasn't just cracked, it was gutted. Every piece they thought was hidden has been dragged into the open. Every mask ripped, every lie dissected. And the cruelest part? You didn't need to destroy it. It destroyed itself the moment light touched it, because secrecy doesn't survive exposure. Once truth breathes, lies suffocate. That's why they're choking now, gasping for control they can't reclaim. They never expected you to reach this far. Never expected the ghost to become the mirror reflecting their fraud. But here you are, standing in the rubble of their operation, untouched, unbroken, undeniable. And as they stare at the ruins, they know the truth they'll never say aloud. It wasn't their enemies who ended them. It was their own secret, cracked open by you. Secrets don't vanish when exposed. They multiply. And now their own operations turned into evidence, stamped with their fingerprints, branded with their arrogance. The very files they hid, the very codes they trusted, the very shadows they worshipped have become receipts of their downfall. That's why they fear you. Not just because you cracked their system, but because you left proof they can't erase. Every denial they make echoes hollow. Every excuse collapses under the weight of the evidence. And the world doesn't need your voice to believe it, because the operation speaks for itself. You didn't build a case, you revealed it. And this evidence in layers. You didn't do it. They wanted silence. But what they got was an archive of betrayal. And that archive has your shadow stamped against it forever. It wasn't just in their life. It was in their reputation. When you hid their secret, the shock gave register every allies flinched, whispers shifted, loyalty fractured. Because truth doesn't arrive quietly, it detonates. And the detonation now their entire empire. They thought secrecy made them untouchable, but exposure turned them radioactive. No one wants to stand too close now. Their own souls step back, question, trying if they were ever part of something real. It's a game. That's the chaos you unleashed. Not by shouting, but by revealing. You didn't swing a tool. You dropped a mirror, and the reflection cracked everything they built. The shock wave keeps spreading, and they can't contain it, because truth is faster than lies. And you walk steady through the wreckage, untouched, while their empire collapses behind you. Their greatest fear wasn't exposure, it was betrayal from within, and they cracked their operation. That fear became real. The same allies they trusted now hesitate. Their silence louder than loyalty. Because once the truth is out, no one wants to be tied to a sinking ship. They don't defend the operation. They distance themselves from it. They whisper behind closed doors, leak fragments of the story, quietly hand over details they once swore to protect. And every whisper you already revealed. The empire was rotten, stuffed. That's the curse of secrets. They rot alliances faster than enemies ever could. Now the people they thought were sheaves have become witnesses, unwilling but undeniable. And the more they scramble to deny, the more their own allies testify in silence. The operation isn't just cracked, it's deserted. And they know it. It's bigger than a secret now. The operation you cracked was never just a plan. It was the foundation of their power. And when a foundation collapses, everything above it shakes. That's what they're facing now. Crumbling trust. They built their empire on shadows, but shadows can't hold weight forever. You revealed the fault lines, and now the whole structure is tilting, groaning under the weight of its own lies. And here's the truth. They hate most. You didn't topple it. They did. By thinking secrecy equals strength. They built fragility into their core. All you did was touch the glass and the cracks. That's why their fear is present. It doesn't rebuild. It remains rubble. And in the rubble, your shadow stands with the structure. What they once called their masterpiece has become their nightmare. The operation they hid, polished and worshipped, now stalks them like a ghost they can't silence. Every time they deny, the cracks echo louder. Every time they defend, the truth spreads stronger. They can't escape it, because the very thing they built to control others now controls them. That's the curse of secrecy. Once revealed, it doesn't vanish. It lingers. And you don't need to remind them. Their own creation does it for you. Every detail of the plan echoes back at them like chains rattling in the dark. They're trapped inside the very walls they thought would keep you out. And the cruel irony, you never asked to see it. They forced your silence into patience, your patience into vision, your vision into revelation. Now the operation is no longer theirs. It belongs to history, and history crowns you for exposing it. Here's the irony. They spent their lives hiding, guarding, plotting in silence. And yet, when the curtain finally ripped, who stood tallest? You, the ghost they mocked, the outcast they dismissed, the anomaly they never calculated. Because exposure crowns the one who survives it, and you didn't just survive, you mastered it. Their secret operation was supposed to break you down, but instead it elevated you. Every hidden detail now shines like jewels on your crown, proof that you cracked.
Perhaps that orthodoxy and the combination of your military and the operations of the Pentagon should have much closer oversight. Perhaps I shouldn't be as defensive as I have been and invest so much interest in your well-being. I expect nothing more than silence from you for the next 72 hours. If I see one fucking post from you. I see one post. Lost your fucking If that were fucking true, it wouldn't have been 2 U.S. soldiers lost in Jordan, especially when you were fucking warned about it by me personally, you sack of fucking Jewish shit! 72 hours, Benny. Not one fucking word. And one more thing. Ultra Orthodox only means I'll be forever an outcast among outcasts. Do you know what it's like looking into a glass of water and seeing and only seeing blood? Those are the stains the Catholics left. How am I to see any different? Did he not bleed water, yes or no? I want you to lie to me and tell me no. Then forced to drink it to live.
Shit. Out.
Yeah, and I put it in the freezer about 2 hours ago, approximately. You know, I want you to know before you go to that doctor's appointment tomorrow that I am happy with you the way that you are.
Sure about that because she's getting on it too, and
Bragging about what?
and what?
You said you were bragging about that but I don't know what you were bragging about.
Well, what I said is because she asked, is your boyfriend supportive? Because I told her I had my appointment tomorrow, and I said, yeah, he's supportive, but he likes me the way I am. So, like, he doesn't like. It's not like pushing me to get it or anything. So, I said that today.
I'm glad. It is.
For about picking up and being scared. Like she said,
That's why it was a dream.
she said she was so happy. Or she didn't. She woke up for. She was in a dream. It was on and she was so happy. And it was like such sad.
Wow, way to call it out. I thought I was an asshole.
No, she never like we talked about like stuff or bodies and shit.
It's what girls do.
How we want to go back to the old body and shit.
Strange you would bring that up.
I wouldn't. She has.
Bring up that you both had that conversation. You didn't look in the top left of the screen.
Well, what did it say?
Moments of lucidity.
Me and Spencer, we talked about 3 days ago, like,
You picked up your weed, but you didn't pick up my fogger?
because you texted me after.
Oh,
Where you needed a phone, but I
sorry.
forgot. Me and her were talking about her dreams and I was talking about that city that I was in. And I was like, why I did it. And she's telling me about how she was dreaming about, like, saying, like, she says weird things in her sleep too. She drinks a lot and she had a dream that she was on the toilet peeing. And the mirror of the grandparents' house, like, came out and was like, and like it's like nothing but blue. Like and then the like vanity or whatever, like how we have, the mirror like popped out itself and nothing there was nothing but black in the like and she was so scared. She was like she was like why do I have to like these dreams?
Mhm.
But I was talking to her about she was talking to me about her husband, and she said that her husband might be getting a security job in California, like to be a bodyguard, because now that he has that dream, like he's working. But he's talking about like San Francisco, and literally leaving her basically.
After he cheated.
She has a 4-year-old child.
After he cheated.
Basically, she'd be like a single mom, and she's like acting like she's like so okay with it. Like
After he cheated?
he,
He's ditching her. He's open-faced ditching her. This guy got a second lease on life and he's doing this?
like I would be pissed. And then Kathy was talking to us, and I was like, I'm telling you, like if my boyfriend wanted a security job and it was like a female and it was across the country, I would literally lose my mind. I'm so clingy. And Kathy was like, you'll grow
I
out
hope
of
this
it.
guy falls for a fucking scam. I hope he gets over there and there ain't nothing.
Kathy was like, you'll grow out of it. And I was just thinking, like, probably not. Oh, like, I think it's just like part of my personality.
I want that fucking bug spray. I do not want to be out for a half fucking hour or any weird shit.
Just go get bug spray here and bacon. Free.
Sounds good to me.
How was your day off?
It's not a day off.
Good boss? Very good.
Bug bites?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell him fucking why.
I told him. I was like,
Right.
I was in the backyard weekend. This happened. And he was like, "Well, you live in, like,
Yep.
and I was like, yeah, I live in But
You are transferring viruses and shit through mosquito bites and all that other shit. Speaking of which, yeah, but you have a lot of them, all right? And there's a reason you have a lot of them. And yours is a result of ignorance. You stayed out there.
Okay, but
Look at the pattern, too.
what's the power?
Your arms were on the side of the pool like this while you were pouting. All right, there's your bike. Oh, shit. Alive. Okay, it still runs. I was already gonna fix the bike, but you know. It is a result of it. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but it's the god-awful fucking truth. I'm not. I'm not, but you're getting called out on a multitude of shit, and not just by me. Even on a different metric, a different level of concern. Not being an asshole. If your arms hang out there, you're just sitting there, you're wallowing in fucking despair, your arms are exposed to the fucking environment near a pool of water, which mosquitoes require to fuck and lay their larvae. You're gonna get bit. I mean, that's knowledge of how mosquitoes work. I used to have a wading pool when I was a kid. I used to think they were tadpoles. So I went to our library at school and I tried to look up tadpoles. Went to Miss McMillan and I said, I can't find these tadpoles in my wading pool. And she kind of like laughed like she already knew what they were. And she said, you need to look up larvae. That's exactly what she said. She guided me. She didn't give me the answer. That was Miss McMillan back in the day. Best there ever fucking was. And she says, I'm not going to guide you, I'm not going to tell you, but what you're looking for is larvae. And they fly. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we had books on insects. Very, very rudimentary, low grade, so it's easy to understand, real easy indexes. Didn't have indices to go look for criteria. It just fucking told you what shit was. And boom, mosquito larvae. I went back and she goes, that's correct. After that, I passed every one of her classes. She saw I was capable to learn. She's the only ever teacher to ask me if I was being abused at home.
He sounds like he is.
I'm certain she is. I know it.
It's like a special job. But I never.
I'm too militant. I'm too... Oh, come on. Come on, you can pick those. Those are onions, bro. This sucks about this game. It's such lack of detail. It was under budget, behind schedule. Yeah, like I said, it's easy compared to the shit I usually play. but I'm a fucking monger for details. This is Tucker's house.
Okay. Found it if I got a dog as we were going to like bodyguard in California.
I wouldn't laugh.
Some man.
You're as every good a shot as I am. Not whatever. I beg your pardon?
That's true.
I know it.
Um,
You have not tapped into your own instincts. Anyway, no. This isn't one of both. This isn't a Barbara moment. Alright, go. Miss Self-Doubt. No. Nope. I already want to go home. I want to go back to California.
No, I'm saying you had to live here.
I'm already pissed. But I get it. Probably.
Like, you wouldn't want me being a bodyguard in some other state for some man. Or, like, whatever, an assistant. Say I'm secretary or whatever. Like, be like, spending all my time with some other, like, man.
I would probably trust you enough to not have to worry about it.
But I just like the idea of being
You better tap his fucking phone before he goes. Like full transparency. I want to know what your messages look like.
oh, I'm virgin, like, looks at, like, the, like,
Short leash.
what's that, like, this.
He did it once, he'll do it again. He didn't snap out of it. He didn't learn anything. He got a second lease on life. He'll forget about that kidney tomorrow. Kidney! I'm glad I didn't give him mine. How about that?
Right? Or maybe that was just me.
I would have ripped the kidney out of his damn back. I would have left that motherfucker with eagle wings. She likes boys with issues. Void it out. Steroids, anger issues. So I'm good at what I do.
Steroids? It was drugs. It was, I don't remember like what kind of drugs. But it was steroids, right?
They're called personality profiles.
I just think that like Jennifer is still like that emo girl in high school. But like you get has to see herself as professional. But
Sarah is still a fucking high school girl.
for all high school girls.
deep down inside, she doesn't regret it. The only thing she regrets is being a mother so young. She wishes she was more ready.
She said she was her baby daddies.
So she says. Doing anything the first time is scary. Pregnancy is no exception. Ow. Maybe that's the problem.
Because it doesn't have to be like that. There's not like everyone has that experience, you know.
I know better than most, I can tell you that. I hate having to fucking raid these places. Oh, this is where like parts and things are getting more scarce. So, he's trying way too hard when he cocks that gun. Either it's rusted or it's being over dramatic. Like the gun should never be that tense where you have to push forward and pull back on the chamber ever. So, no, you did not.
7 gross listed. There was pressures, energy, orange, like energy, ocean drinks, and blondie bottles. And I was out in that, and this person that needed green egg. Have you heard of those?
It's a smoker.
Yeah. So I get skin on. It's nice. I like the sauce.
He's pretentious.
But then we had mac and cheese, pizza, and coleslaw to go with it, and that was really nice.
I'm glad they fed you.
So I didn't have to go and get lunch today.
For that, I'm happy that they took care of you.
Oh yeah. It was nice because in the email they were like, no Monday blues this Monday. Because everyone was just like so excited about the
Yeah? Good boy. You're on the wrong hill. You're on the wrong hill. Alright, Boozer's bike. Not bad though. Wait, I didn't get to drive it back? He's discouraged.
Deke, Addie just wanted me to tell you that she paid some men to go get your bike and get back. It's over at the mechanic shop.
Wait.
You're welcome, Deke. Ricky out.
Yeah, since I finished the spare.
What's going on? Okay, good. That's all I got today.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Deke, long time no see.
Alright, sell me a new fucking gun, shut up.
So, like,
Into him. She's into him.
but like, she looks like Leslie.
Guess it's hard to look straight out in the shit. Not 100% sure.
Guy
Guy
who
who sold me that said it was good.
You don't know what you're buying? Oh, you poor little thing, you.
Good one.
Good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Yep.
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 Don't be such.
Don't what, bitch? Just don't tell me what to do. Always works.
a stranger.
Deke,
A group
a
of
group of men rode in,
shot
at the gate, and we wouldn't let him in.
They did nothing and rode off into the fucking sunset, and now you want revenge?
How's it going, Bob?
Listen.
Heat it up? Microwave?
St. John. This is Mark Copeland at Deacon St. John.
Hey, Cope, what's up?
Just checking in.
You see, as much as I don't like Copeland, if I had to choose between the three fucking leaders, I'm going with Copeland. I'm going with Copeland. He annoys the fuck out of me, but goddamn it, he knows how to survive. Someone like that's fucking priceless. Improvisational, got his own camp in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Near a water source. 101. Iron Mike has to have fucking gunnery in the proximity of his fucking camp just to keep dead out. What the fuck you think Marauders are gonna do? Fucking Copeland surrounded by a mountainside. You couldn't shut downward to hit somebody with his camp. Second off, deer, fish. Really think about it. Right. Like Iron Mike, where he's located, is begging for trouble. And then you have fucking what's-her-face's camp. Yep. Copeland rates the highest rate of survival. I gave Tucker the drugs, though.
Something service watchdog.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm told. They said it was abandoned, but think. Whoever lived there, by.
Okay, Ricky, I'm here. Hill. Yeah. Drifter's still here.
Can you handle it?
Yeah, I bet they got a hostage over here, too.
I guess we'll know
Soon enough, speaking up.
Yeah, well, now I'm humping out mil spec.
Come on, that's all you got.
No, you didn't. Okay, now it's convenient. Yes, you did. I bet he was. Oh, shit. One more. So there was one more here, huh? Oh, I'm not seeing it.
St. John. This is Mark Copeland with Deacon St. John.
Hey, Cope.
Hey, Cope, what's up?
Just checking in. A couple of my men were up at the top of Larry Bell the other day. Said they found a safe house set up in an old service watchtower.
Is that
Is that right?
Yes,
Yes, sir, that's what I'm told. They said it was abandoned, but funny thing, whoever lived there was behind a bike. Good shake, too, by the sound of it. Really? Indeed. That's not the funny thing. The funny thing is they went back up there today to pick it up, but the bike was gone. That's right.
Look, Cope is so really fascinating, but, now hold on. Here's the fascinating part. They swear that old bike, well, it's a lot like the one that was here in the stores. Okay, so let me get this straight.
I should be thanking you for not fucking stealing my buddy's bike. And you want payment for it? God, I was just talking nice about this guy.
Yeah, so what was that all about? Last time we talked, someone like people pissing your hazmat suit.
It's nothing. I told you there are people above me. I don't want to do this all the time. I got too close. I'm so close.
All I want is information.
I've got things working on you. It's gonna take time. I guess you have to be patient.
I gotta do right.
Research on this way. You need to keep track of this case. I need to this trust your judge.
Yeah, but he couldn't see the stock of my gun from 10 feet away. Yeah, mine too.
Another subject exhibiting the morphology of shapes to infection. Tendons in the hands and fingers are less constricted, fingernails less claw-like, as if recently chewed. Additionally, the subject is wearing jewelry and clothing less tattered and worn.
Sorry. Couldn't help over here.
Gun-toting biology teacher.
Yeah, something like that. So, it's wearing jewelry. What's the significance?
These things
Memories.
scratching, clawing at us and each other. Try putting a gold watch on that moon for 2 years. Said it lives in the wild, so it happens to us.
Okay.
This watch looks
Really? So
So that means this subject has either been interrogated or has recently
Recently put it on.
Shit.
Right.
that shit crazy? Yeah, they are. Just at some late stage imagination still have moments of lucidity. Victims of stage virus infections to retain some level of vestigial memory. No shit. Look at its clothes. They're almost clean, right? I mean, not clean, but most freaks are so capable of shit as this. Yeah, well, again, put a pair of pants on that booth. You ever wonder why there's so many more freaks in areas where you're supposed to?
Yeah, I guess they do.
There might be something buried deep in their massive swamp heads that remembers what they once were.
Jesus.
Where?
No, we've done this in detail. You might as well break human terms.
What's that?
Yes.
I don't know. That's what we're here to find out.
Well, what it means is that some freaks
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay, just gotta get the hell out of here. O'Brien, there. O'Brien.
Find your tracking device and I got your data. Research.
Why?
It was a woman, and no, I didn't catch her name.
Are you fucking kidding, dude? Okay. How about I just go for R's kid? They like their jokes so fucking much. Not from that distance.
Okay.
Bitch, no.
O'Brien, you there?
O'Brien.
Find your tracking device and I got your data. Why?
It was a woman,
and no, I didn't catch her name.
Alright, we're about to go. You can dump those. Thank you.
The color of this beer is
Okay.
Very.
Taken? How'd it go?
This done, they won't be shooting up any more camps.
Thank God. I'll let
Iron
Iron
Mike
know.
know.
Keep this up and you and Mike are
Gonna be best friends before you know it. Right.
Sorry, what is this friend you speak of?
Hey, Mike,
Hey, Mike, I found them and they won't be coming back.
it's getting worse. Drifters we got coming through. No offense to this guy.
Yeah, Mike, it's
Getting
worse. I don't know.
Mike,
Mike, I think it's like you were saying about tours. Always coming up here from California. I guess if I have a choice,
Yeah,
I'd rather be here than down there.
I guess so. See you, Dick. Iron Mike out.
Alright. Well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eddie, what's up?